Hello, this is just a Grandmaster guide for the Glassway Grandmaster Nightfall. There are anti-barrier and overload champions in the strike. Also, there are all three types of shields, but the main shield you'll find is arc shields in the boss room on harpies. It's only like 3 solar and a few void shields. Also, void burn is active, so the void wyverns and the boss do a lot of damage, so you need to be very careful about that. You do need the Beyond Light DLC to do the Glassway strike. To deal with the champions, I'm using Dead Man's Tale for Anti-Barrier Scout. I'm using Overload Grenades with Controverse Hold. And Blinding Grenades are very strong at dealing with the wyverns, because they won't shoot you if they're blinded. And Void Rocket for the damage. Remedy is bringing a Bubble Titan, similar with the Blinding Grenades, and Rocket for damage. And Limonada is bringing Divinity to help us deal with the Overload champions very easily with an anti-barrier bow and Stasis. Stasis is actually really strong in the boss room at dealing with the enemies that are pushing you down the corridors. Just throwing a Stasis super down there helps freeze them all and can manage the edge very easily.
We're not strangers anymore, Little Light. You can call me Elsie or Elizabeth.
You could consider running something like a Well of Radiance.
Okay.
Instead, definitely handy for the healing, which can be often needed. I'm just running Nova instead because I want to use the Overload Grenades. That allows me to use Blinding on the grenade launcher.
Perhaps. For now, we need to focus on stopping any further incursions from the portal.
We have an Overload champion just up here. Take out the minor adds first. The Overload shouldn't really push you too much. The other ads will. Remedy is using the Lucent Finisher mod, so that's why we're getting heavy ammo when he finishes the enemies. Careful of those snipers as well. More vandals will spawn as you push forward. We don't want to jump down here, we just walk up to the edge and it spawns the enemies. Staying up here makes it very safe at killing the wretches. If you move back, the Overload will come forward more, but if you're standing a bit far forward, that's fine. Still manage to kill them easily. Anti-barrier champion spawns now. I like taking out the dregs as quick as I can before they get shielded by the anti-barrier like that. And in the next section here, the snipers on the right hand side are your biggest threat. The boss and the Overload like to come down, but be very careful about these snipers up here. Overload champion right there. Now we can deal with the boss as well if he walks down. Taking care of the boss from back here means you don't have to worry about the anti-barrier, because as soon as you walk up about this far, that's when the anti-barrier starts spawning. keep trying to get lucent finishes just to replenish our heavy. Into the next section here, I do like to play back a bit. You want to try and spawn the snipers and then hang back to take them out. So as soon as you jump down here, everything spawns, but then you can jump backwards. And it plays quite safe because you can hug up against the wall and they can't hit you. Once they're taken care of, feel free to drop down. Unlucky. Was not.
Here we are again, cleaning up another of Clovis Bray's messes.
I'm sure wherever he is, he's laughing at us. He's the reason all this is here in the first place. The darkness told him to build the portal. It's his fault the Vex invaded. His fault so many people died. I did everything I could to help. It still wasn't enough.
There's no use in quantifying the help you give. Any amount is enough. You've done far more than most.
And it's only just
In this
begun.
section here, you want to hang back a bit, watch the ad spawns. After you take care of everything, that's when you want to look to moving right. Taking care of the overload on that side is a bit easier. As you push up, you'll see more ads spawn. You'll get more in the back here that you want to take care of first. Killing the vandals now, just make it easier for later. You can push up here. The overload should jump up. You have to be careful of the vandals in the back there though as well. Once you jump down, more vandals spawn. When you kill these and jump over, you've got to be careful of the snipers back left and the overload close right. You don't want to stand on the plate up here before everyone has progressed through the tunnel, otherwise it'll block them off. And when you do the plate, you can actually stand on the plate for just a short amount of time, and then when ads start spawning, get off and move back and deal with the ads one phase at a time. Because when you get the first ad spawn, the boxes back here make excellent cover. You can deal with them very easily. The longer you stay on the plate, the more ads that spawn in total, so sometimes just taking it slow and steady makes it a lot easier to complete. the snipers start spawning now. And after the left snipers standing on the plate a little bit more, we'll get the snipers on the right as well. Once the capture is complete, you have an overload champion that spawns. Sometimes goes left. Just depends. Here's the third solar heavy shank. It's the last solar shield we have. Anti-barriers spawn and so have the snipers. Back left, back right, up the top. Gotta be very careful of them. Once everyone gets their ammo, next section we'll have an overload champion and some dregs. Double heavy. Alright, when all the bosses start spawning, you're going to have 2 overload champions, one on each side. But you do get 2 more when you start pushing one of the bosses. Blinding grenades are good against the small boss when you're hiding in here, because blinding grenades gets them to stop shooting at you. So with the small boss push, we're getting 2 more overload minotaurs. We got one more. Div. Watch out, boss. I'm going to try and get the boss into a spot up here. Try and stand back here. That should bait him up. And back here, he can't actually damage you, but you can see him. You can shoot rockets at his tail. And again, getting him to... dropping back, getting him to kind of bait up here. Gives you free damage basically on his tail. Here he comes. Let me get my ammo quickly. Alright, we're gonna have wyverns spawning this round, so we can spawn kill the first wyvern right here. There'll be a second one though. Blinding grenades also deals with the wyvern really well. Here he comes in the back. Once we push this boss as well, we'll get 2 more wyverns coming. So he's gone and 2 more wyverns are spawning. You can already see them behind. So with that one dead, 2 more to go. They can sneak up around you. You can see this one's trying to come left. The other one will probably come back middle. With blinding grenades, you just kind of keep moving around, spamming them. This is where the arc shields are as well. Did you two kill them? Yep, okay. Alright, we can take out the anti-barriers now. One on the right's really weak. Go. And finish the last one. Yep. Just gonna go out for the other heavy. Got a bunch out here. Alright, Overlord champions this round, so we want to be back inside. Especially with the big boss spawning. One Overlord down, so got one more. He's coming middle. Weak. Dead. Alright, once we push the boss to half health, that'll spawn 2 more Overload champions. I'm gonna do some damage to the boss. He sometimes doesn't like getting into the spot later phases for some reason. Oh, here he goes. It's half health. We've got more champions spawned. Here they come. Over the other overloaders.
Guardian down.
Left. You're dead, aren't you? Okay, nice. Nice. Alright, now we just need to push the boss. In the spot. Other ads. Alright, there he goes. Wyverns again, so we're pushing out the left door. Gonna try and spawn kill this Wyvern. One down means we've got one more. Should hopefully come down the middle. Healed the Hydra, which means it's spawning 2 more Wyverns. You can see them coming down middle now as well. One of them's really weak. Dead. Oh, 112. 112. There might be more, yeah. One on right's dead, one middle. The last one. One on right was 1 health until we killed it. Ah, there's too many of them out there. Just kill them. Nuts. Can't get the ammo though. Comes the boss. Technically, you don't have to kill all these champions to get platinum rewards, by the way. As long as you shoot each champion once with just one bullet, and then kill the boss, they'll actually die when the boss dies, so you'll get credit for platinum. We kill them anyway, but you don't actually have to. Wow. I nearly killed myself. Hit the wall. Nice. Now, if you have any questions, by the way, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps me out. Thanks. Bye.